Hello and welcome, my Cappies. How are you this evening? All right, welcome to your pocketbook reading. This is a reading all about your money. Oh yeah. And possibly career as well. All things fiscal, abundance, but mostly money and career is what this is about. So we've got how you're currently feeling about your money. Let's check in with the Corporate Mystic Tarot cards and find out how you feel about your long-term investments, and then also risks and opportunities is what we're looking for. Okay, there we go. Got two more cards. Then we will clarify if we need to from our Smith-Waite tarot deck, and then we will pull an oracle card for some guidance and advice from the success oracles. All right, Nine of Power in reverse. We got the 10, your corporate funding pitch, which is actually the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the 4 of Power and the Ace of Wi-Fi. Okay, let's look at how you currently feel in terms of your money. So this is the 9 of Power, also the 9 of Wands, and it's in the reverse. So Power, I don't know if I've said this yet, you've got a couple cards here that are Power cards, is also Wands in the traditional tarot. So you've got the 9 of Wands in reverse, essentially. This card also has something to say about what we're talking about here. Deception and shame. So, okay, let's think about this in terms of traditional tarot. The Wands. When I think about the 9 of Wands, it's typically, you've been through some battles, you're coming out the other side, you're putting up your boundaries. But this is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So you may feel as if your battles are not yet over, that you have to go back in. You might have stepped out for a moment, but it's temporary, and you're feeling like you're almost at the end of your wits here, but you're not yet done. And you feel as though there's more to come. Okay? In terms of deception and shame, I'm not really feeling deception here. What I am feeling, maybe a little bit of shame. You didn't want to step off the battlefield. Not yet. But you needed a break, so that's what you did. But you are completely aware that you're getting ready to go back in. So that's a little bit how you're feeling, not unusual given the environment that we're living in. But this is, a reading about your money and your career. So I'm getting the vibe that you're feeling like this a little bit about life in general, which includes your career and includes your money and how you feel about your money. Okay, so long term, how are you feeling about your money and your career? Well, so this is the Wheel of Fortune. It's called a funding pitch, and I'll just read to you what it says. I just take this with a grain of salt, but there might be something in here that resonates with you or stands out for you. Says your corporate funding pitch is on. We need money, we need resources. We need an idea, sideshow, and pitch to get the money, to get the resources, to get more ideas to pitch. All right, well that actually makes a lot of sense. You're contemplating something completely new. You definitely have an Ace of Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi, traditional tarot, it's like the Ace of Pentacles. You want a new beginning. You want a new beginning in money and stability and career, you name it. Take it out how it resonates for you, but that's what you're about right now. So this Wheel of Fortune is here to say, for the long term, you have success and on your side. The universe has your back, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, there is fortune coming towards you, is where, and it's in terms of your long-term prospects. So if you're considering a new career, or you're considering, thinking about your money in the long term, the universe is saying, yes, your abundance is on its way, and you will have eventual success. Eventual. Okay. So maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it is there for you for the taking. And this new beginning has a lot to do with that. But let's talk about these two cards. So these two cards represent both risks and opportunities, which are typically, two sides of the same coin. All right, so you have the Four of Power, also the Four of Wands. So, and this card also wants us to talk about vigilance and precaution. So, wow, very straightforward. This is in your risks position. So, the risk involved in this new venture that you are contemplating, this battle that you're going back out onto the field about. You definitely want to be, just as it says, cautious about, this new beginning, right? It says precaution. So staying vigilant, and even though you are world weary right now, keep up the vigilance and take the necessary precautions so that you can be successful. Those are the only risks. So I think this is pretty good. I mean, it's not anything that you can't handle. You might be exhausted right now, and maybe the exhaustion is really in thinking about having to go back into this battle, right? All right, so let's look at your opportunities. Woo! All right, so Ace of Wi-Fi, aka Ace of Pentacles. This is your fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says is coming in your long term. It's coming to you, but in the long term. If you have to take the long term in order for it to be able to see it, right? But you are standing at the very beginning. So, I am curious to find out what this is about. Is this this spoke to me about, your fortune coming to you in terms of your career. So you could be stepping into a new career, or this could be investments that you're making right now, and that those investments are going to pay off in the long term. That's what this fortune card is all about. But you're at the beginning of that. So let's ask the Smith-Waite tarot deck to clarify. Is this about their Capricorn's money, or is this about their career, or is it both? Okay, getting the sense that it might be both. Okay, so let's take this card first. And then, so this is about the work that you're doing, the seeds that you've planted financially already. Okay, and the work that you're doing to cultivate and grow. Cultivate, grow, yeah, same thing. To grow your abundance. Okay, that's what this is about. So I would say that didn't really help us clarify. I would say this is about both, and I feel like the cards really wanted to speak. Okay. So in clarifying, I mean, this was a general clarifier, right? This is about like the whole reading. So I'm just going to have it fit here. But here we have the Six of Wands being clarified by the Five of Wands. And remember, you have the Four of Power here, which is also Wands. So you've got the 4, 5, and 6 of Wands. In addition, I mean, you have the, and the 9 of Wands here as well. So lots of passion in this reading. So it might be passion and pentacles is what I'm getting, right? So we've got passion, 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 and then we have pentacles, which is money, pentacles, money, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This must be a really auspicious time for you. I mean, this Wheel of Fortune card as well, just want to point this out. I mean, this is major arcana, so it's not like we're dealing with, you know, just like you found 20 bucks on the street. This is more like you're dealing with winning the lottery. Okay, so it's something that's a bit more beyond your control is what the major arcana tend to be about, versus the minor arcana, which talk about, you know, our own things that are really within our control, our own foolishness, our own shenanigans. But anyway, what great shenanigans here, though. Okay, so we have the Victory card, but it's also being clarified by the Battle card once again. So you are heading back into battle, obviously, but this Victory card is here to say that you are going to come out victorious, that you're going to come out on top. So no matter what it is that you are having to fight with, whatever fray it is that you're stepping into, it's something very temporary, and that you are going to quickly come out of it in a very good position, right? And heading off in a better direction. So let us check in with let's get a card from our success oracles and see what advice do they have for you in terms of this new beginning, this fortune that's coming towards you after doing battle. Oh, Elon Musk. Okay. Well, let's ask Elon Musk. Dude, how should we make money? All right. Elon says, you can't make an omelet without risking a few nest eggs. All right. He's saying go for it. Take those risks, you know, that you are, you know, you may not be seeing it now, but this Four of Wands card is what you're risking. And Four of Power is what it says here, but it is also the Four of Wands, which is happiness, abundance, and community. You know, it's like it's the 1111 card. I hear people say that all the time. It's a celebratory card, a celebration of your connection with your community, maybe with a partner. It could be a wedding, for example. But this is what you're risking if you don't go for it. You know, if you don't go after this new beginning, your happiness you're risking your happiness. So bust some eggs, make that omelet. All right, how do you keep that money? So Elon's response to that is Icarus lacked a better spacecraft. So what he means here is that you want to hold on to this money, you make a better spacecraft, right? And whatever that spacecraft looks like for you. So Icarus is it's from Greek mythology. He and his father built wings using feathers and wax because they wanted to fly to the sun. And the sun in traditional tarot is the happiness card. It's the happiest card in the deck, right? Well, they were able to fly, and they were flying towards the sun, but the sun melted their wax. So their feathers fell out and they fell to their deaths. So what Elon is saying is, do it better. Do a better job. Figure it out. What is it either that you have to do, like other people have done it, but you do it better, is what he's saying, so that you can actually accomplish the goal, the dream, the new start, the, claim this fortune now, and this complete happiness now, by doing a better job, right? Go to battle, figure it out, and become victorious. It takes work, but you already planted those seeds. So when you go to harvest, make sure you clear all the drama and the bullshit out of the way so that you can enjoy it. Okay. Now, how to make it meaningful? And Elon says, hitch your wagon to the future and design it yourself. This is really great. And what we're just talking about you making it happen, that it is all up to you. It has to do with the ways that you think about what it is that you, like your career. So the ways that you think about and manage your money. So the way that you think about your money is how you're going to manage your money, right? So if you think that you're poor, you're going to manage your money as if you were poor. In terms of your career, if you don't have confidence in yourself and your ability and your value, then that is going to show up in the way that that you perform at work, for example. And it's going to mean that, you're not going to be able to move up the corporate ladder if you don't believe in yourself. So I think that, the way to make this change the most meaningful, the most successful, the most fortunate, is for you to believe in yourself. So, get out of this mode of retreat, and I don't mean retreat in the sense of, you're on a retreat to, help explore issues and things like that. No, this is about your money. You can't take a day off from that. You can't sit back and pretend that everything's going to be okay. You got to get back in there. You got to fight for it so that you can, you got to prove to yourself, almost, is what this is saying, right? So that you can come out on top. Yeah. Prove it to yourself. Maybe that's what I'll name this. Prove it to yourself. What a great way to think about it. Are you going to be, rich beyond your wildest dreams? Are you going to be happy beyond your wildest dreams? Only you, who has everything, all the resources, you've already planted the seeds, only you can fight that fight and make it through to victory. So, all right, dang it, Capricorn. I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, leave a comment for me. I would love to hear it. And tell me, is this about your career? Is that what we're talking about? I still haven't figured that part out yet. I think it's about everything in general. I think it's both career and money. Or maybe it could be one or the other. Take what resonates with you. So if this is about it career for you, then take what, take that. Because the other part of this message might be for a different person. So, but yeah, what a great reading. Thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. and I will see you next week when we do your love readings. Woo woo! Bye.